Bonjour, good morning, welcome all of you. We are going to have a brief discussion right now in this session on give up desire. So, the topic of discussion is on desire, and the call is to give up the desire. Desire is the sole cause of all troubles, In we are going to shortly discuss on Buddha Dev because there was in that Buddhist concept desire held a major role. So kamanar vinasi dukkhar vinas. Desire, if desire is perished, then your agony, your suffering will perish. So, Sri Aurobindo also quotes, desire is the child heart's crying, crying for bliss. Instead of fulfilling the demands of desire, you must have the single-minded aspiration. So, keep aspiration in the truly in the place of desire, that is the needful call of the time. So we are going to have a discussion, brief discussion from on this topic from the mother. So as mother has explained, the Buddha had said that there is a greater joy in overcoming desire than to satisfying it. Two ways we meet with the desires, like one to satisfy and another is to overcome. So in another portion we have, in another way we have read Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo tries to explain, try to satisfy it or try to give up it, try to reject it. Anyway, the desire must go. There is no need of desire in this yogic process so far this integral yoga is concerned. So Buddha had said there is a greater joy in overcoming a desire. Overcoming a desire, there is a greater joy than satisfying it. Normally we go for the second term, we satisfy it. It is an experience everybody can have, and one that is truly very interesting mother course. So there is a kind of inner communion with the psychic. Psychic means that is the inmost self, and the contact is definitely inner. There is no other thought, no second thought. Mother tries to explain there is a kind of inner communion with the psychic being, which takes place when one willingly gives up the desire. If that desire is displaced, if it is perished, if you have given up, then there will be an inner contact with the psychic being. And because of this union with the psychic being, inner union with the psychic being, because of this, one feels a much greater joy than it is satisfied has desire. Most of the time we feel satisfied when we actually fulfill, we satisfy our desire. But thing is that there is a greater joy really in overcoming the desire. Besides, most usually, almost without exception, almost वो सारे ही एक ही बात करते हैं, एक ही रास्ते में चलते हैं, वही ही लोगों के लिए एक ही रास्ता. So without exception, when one satisfies a desire, it is always leaves kind of a bitter taste everywhere. You don't know, you are trying to satisfy your desire, and you are feeling that you are satisfied, you are having a greater joy. But truly speaking, honestly speaking, when you satisfy a desire, it is always you leave a kind of bitter taste somewhere. Again, there is not one satisfied, there is not one, even everything, not even some exceptional being. There is not one satisfied desire who does not give a kind of bitterness. The bitterness is there when satisfied. And when one has eaten too sugary sweet, it fills your mouth with bitterness. Too much everything is bad. अति दाने बलिर्बध अति मान चौकौरवा अति सर्वत्र गहिर्धम अति दाने अति गर्भे हतलंगा अति मान चौकौरवा अति दाने बलिर्बध अति सर्वत्र गहितम. So if you are taking much sugary tasted food, so you can find your mouth with much bitterness. It is like that. You must try sincerely. That's it. Not only in it is not a single time procedure. You are not proceeding in one attempt, or you are going to fulfill in one time. It must be done sincerely, naturally. You must not pretend to give up. Don't pretend to give up. Already you know somebody asked the Ramakrishna Paramahansa, I want to, even Gandhi, I want to give up the molasses I am taking in number, in a big number, big way. So the response was like this: you come after 7 days. After 7 days, another no, what I have to do to give up this molasses. Then you come another after 7 days. Disgusting. No, no solution. Only I am coming after 7 days. Anyway, there is a no goal. So 7 plus 7, 14 days passed. After 14 days, they are coming. What we have to do? This mother and son who were asking the questions. Then simply the answer is that to that boy, you give up taking molasses. So this mother is asking, this is the same simple answer you could have told in the from the very beginning, at the very outset. You could have told you give up. Then the answer is that no, no, that time actually I was also eating this molasses. If I could have advised you not to take, it would have created a bad impact. So better I felt I must put it on myself. I must apply it on myself. If I succeed, then only I can have a answer to the world, to this guy and to this boy, and also to the world. So naturally, mother quotes, you are not a you don't, you must not pretend to give up desire. Sometimes we pretend. Don't pretend. We sometimes we pretend as if we have given up the desire and keep in a corner, because one becomes very unhappy. You must do it sincerely. Even you are leaving the things all at a sudden, it has got its result outcome for but actually very limited period of time. But actually it must be done sincerely, steadfastly, ceaselessly, progressively. That will you will get the result. But anyway, as you can, I already we have quoted Buddha, that is the sole cause of suffering. Kamana vinasi dukkhar vinas. Desire is the sole cause of suffering. You have to give up. Sri Aurobindo also quoted, you must satisfy your desire, or you must reject the desires. Anyway, desire must go. Desire is the sole cause of suffering here. We must understand, we must try to take care. Desire is the child heart's cry, crying for bliss. Already we have another term of discussion we can find. So this desire we don't know, but instead of in place of the desire, we must place single-minded aspiration. That glowing pattern will change the desire wholeheartedly. So, but actually thing is that we must know what is the difference between desire and aspiration. And aspiration you are doing only for four aspects: freedom, immortality, Lord, and light. So these are the things you must aspire for. Including these four, whatever you are asking, you are willing or yearning, that is everything comes under the banner of the desire. So again, the question comes before us, which has been very cleverly explained by the mother: the true need and the desire. How can I know the true need and where really this desire is standing? So it is very difficult to find a borderland between the true need and the desire. Very interestingly, in the very first application and explanation mother quotes, it is very difficult to find a borderland between the true need and the desire. What is the true need and what is the desire? That is very difficult to compare, and where we really face a problem which compels an extraordinary sincerity for the very first way, which the vital meets life in through is through desire. Very interesting. Problem comes, compels an extraordinary sincerity. Without sincerity, initially it was sincerity. Mother now itself mother puts the phrase extraordinary sincerity for the very first way, which is the vital meets life is through desire, the very first thing which meets you, which confuses you, which attracts you, that is really nothing but the vital. So you must be through vital meets life through desire. So desire is a plays very important role so far this vitality is concerned. And there are necessities also. You have got your necessity, you have to fulfill it. Even if you know, you are aware, you know to some extent that these are the desires, these are the vitals, but actually there is a need, what we have to do. But how to know if the things are really necessary or not needed? How can we know? What is the borderland? How can we differentiate? How can we actually divide itself? For that, you must observe yourself very, very attentively. Initially, mother quoted sincerely. Letters your mother quoted, extraordinary sincerity. Then mother comes with the different word, that is, you must very, very attentively. And if there is anything in you which produces something like a small intense vibration, something that is in between you, which actually creates some intense vibration, then you may be sure that there is lies a desire. So vibration will be there, but actually you must just observe it very sincerely. Very feeble warning is there that vibration is there. You must be very conscious and very careful. Mother gives the example. For example, you say, this food is necessary for me. Suppose this food is necessary for me. You believe, you imagine, you think that you need such and such a thing, and you find the necessary means of obtaining the thing. I suppose I need a watermelon to eat it. So for that, actually, this is very much needful for you, need of the hour in your life, So for that, what you do, you try to first, this is the you feel the need, then you believe. Third is you imagine. Fourth, you think of the need, and finally, you find necessary means how to obtain it. That is what these are the step by step procedures. These are to fulfilling the need. Initially you must have, you think it is need for me, then second time you do, you tell this food is necessary for me. Second, you do one thing, you think, you believe, you imagine, you think, and then you need such a thing, and you find the necessary means how to obtain it. These are the steps, these are the styles you follow on the way to know if it is a need or a desire. Okay, that watermelon is the condition that I must need it, I must try to eat it. So these are the steps so that I can have from the beginning, from the desire, and up to the means, the roots, to up to fulfilling the desire. These are the steps. Actually, how can I know if it is a need or a desire? That is what really we are on the way of explaining, and mother has explained. You must look at yourself very closely. That's what normally we do. No, we don't do. Normally we don't do. You must look at yourself very closely and ask yourself, what will happen if I can't get the thing? Initially, the very opposite thing happened. I need the thing to get, to obtain. These were the five step procedure we have gone. And on the contrary sense, when you feel, what will happen if I can't get the thing? Suppose this watermelon is not available, I can't get it, the season is over, market is closed. So if I don't get it, what will happen? So what will happen if I can't get the thing? Then if the immediate answer, oh, it will be very bad. Suppose it is, I am not getting it, then it will be very bad. If that answer is coming, you say, you must be sure that this is a matter of desire. I will quote it again, steps. First, I need the thing. So I must explore the procedure, what I will do. Then second, shall I know it is a desire or a need? To know really it is a desire or need, then you ask, if I don't get it, then what will happen? The immediate answer will come. If the answer, it will be very bad, then you feel this is a matter of really desire. No, it is the same for everything. Same for everything, for everybody. For every problem we draw back. look at yourself and ask, and whatever the problems are coming you are facing on the way, you do one thing, you just come back, make a comeback, and you ask, let us see, am I going to have the thing? Let us see, am I going to have the thing? If at that moment something in you jumps up with joy, and you may be certain that there is desire. Am I going to get it? Something? Yes, yes, yes. You will. Something will be there. They will joyfully. It will leap forward. Then you will feel that actually I am in desire. On the other hand, actually, mother tries to explain, if really, on the other hand, the opposite happens. If something tells you, oh, I am not going to get it, I am not going to get it. If getting not getting does not matter for it. If you say I am not going to get it and you feel very depressed again and again, there is a desire. I am not going to, I am going to get it. Something, a joyous feeling will be there. It is a desire. So I am not going to get it. If there is there you feel there is somehow depression in you, then also you will feel this is also desire. So how to know it? We can find really we can pull that borderland between desire and the need. That is the great thing mother has explained. Anyway, Sri Aurobindo has quoted, desire must go. There is no other go. Desire must go. Either you try to satisfy it, or in the second step, you try to reject it. Anyway, after satisfying it, there will be no need again or to fulfill the desires. That is a great thing. And if you have rejected, you have finished, then there is no problem, because there will never come the desire. So with the desire, very difficult to proceed in the path of yoga. Initially, you will be unaware of, but later you will find so many problems being pulled into yourself. So this will go. Desire is the sole cause of suffering, and desire is the child heart's cry crying for bliss. If something is obtained, it is happy. Then your sadhana is gone. You are somewhere floating in between. You are just hanging. So you must be very much careful in giving up the desire. Thank you.